So I feel like there's a lot to discuss. What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be a long one. I'm going to be talking through what actually happened on my trip to Thailand because it was crazy. It took me 2 weeks to gather my thoughts, get everything prepared so I can actually talk about it properly on camera because we did have a film crew following us around the whole time. So shout out to the Netflix team who actually filmed all this incredible footage for me. I was able to make a very long video out of this and I really hope you enjoy it because I loved editing this vlog and living through all these moments again. We're gonna go back and talk about how I ended up going to Thailand. I actually found out a week before that I was going to Thailand. My manager called me. Shout out to Emily. She called me and goes, would you like to go to Thailand next week for Netflix Glass Onion? I had a week to prepare. I had my passport ready, packed my suitcase, and I was on the way to Thailand. But as soon as we arrived, the murder mystery had started and we didn't catch on until a bit later. Let me share the details. So we walk in and there's music playing. It's beautiful. The entrance is just very extravagant, very Netflix. Let me just tell you, Netflix always goes out with their events and this one, very extra. We met Jason, the owner of the hotel, who we thought was the owner of the hotel.
And I know you're already checked in, but I know you wanted to check out how all this worked, so this is where you would check in. If you need anything, just if you see me around with the blue suit today, I don't know what I'm wearing tomorrow.
Actually, as an actor, so we met him, we had some refreshments, we checked into our rooms. And then we get ready. We get ready for lunch. So we head on over for lunch, meet some of the US creators. They were super lovely. And then during the middle of our lunch, this couple walks in and starts this screaming match. I need to play a clip here so you can kind of understand what we were seeing.
Okay. You want to sit on the floor.
Right.
She's wearing a
You
dress.
know what? I'm done.
Listen and watch his back, okay? This has been going the whole damn day.
Well, I was shaking in my boots. I was actually so scared until maybe halfway through, I realized that it's just actors. I start to realize like, oh my gosh, these are actors and this is a part of the murder mystery. And then we start to think, how many times has little things like this happened and we just haven't noticed? Bringing us back to Jason, the owner of the hotel. The guy, when he was walking out, said, tell Jason to watch his back.
Listen and watch his back, okay?
We have not been paying attention to anything now. We need to be switched on. We really need to focus. So we're like, from this point on, we need to have our game faces on. So we head on over to our next activity, which was a sound bath. A sound bath is actually a bath. You're being bathed by sounds, so it was really relaxing. I think I fell asleep halfway through. I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet. Stay awake because we need to focus. There's a murder mystery going on, so I'm gonna play some short little snippets of what we were immersed in. But I was woken up to snoring. There were a few people that fell deep asleep during the session and I was trying so hard not to laugh because I could hear like just snorts. After that, we head on outside and they had this beautiful setup. There was tarot card readings. We also had someone reading our aura. And by the way, they got my aura right. It's printing. Everyone else had beautiful blue colors, rainbow, really extravagant colors. Mine was red and yellow. And you want to know what the lady said when it printed? The people, she was telling them like, oh, that's a beautiful aura. You have such a beautiful aura. My aura, she goes, you have a lot of energy. Time to head to the murder mystery dinner. And this is where the poop hits the ceiling, okay? I looked so mean at this dinner. I don't know why. Every clip they got of me, it looks like I'm doing like these things and like me sipping the wine like, why was I doing that? Anyways, okay. So the first meal, I don't know what it was, but you open it and it was like just liquid. I didn't like it, gonna be honest. The second one was this chicken thing. It kind of tasted like a skinned KFC, and they deep fried like the stuffing on the inside. It was actually really, really good. But instead of having dessert, the police arrived. Well, I wouldn't even say the police. The investigators arrived and they interrupted dinner. And listen, this is what happened.
Can I get the mic here?
Ladies and gentlemen, a moment of your attention, please.
But unfortunately, a heinous, most unspeakable crime has taken place. Do you all remember Jason Murdoch? Yes, you do? That picture right over there? Yes. He gone. Now, unfortunately for you, he was found lying motionless without a pulse in the study floor. Dead.
Murdered, most likely. And while much remains unclear,
First thing tomorrow morning, investigations will commence.
They interrupt our dinner to tell us that Jason had been murdered and we're all prime suspects, and now we have to figure out who the murderer was. So we all scramble to this board that has our names on it, what we have to do, and they put me next to Kate Hudson as a love interest. So I wasn't even like sad about being put up for murder. I was like, oh my gosh, they think me and Kate Hudson are love interests. That's okay with me. We have our dessert, we head back, and we need to be well rested for the next day because we've got a murder to solve. But you know what the real crime of the night here was? What Finn was doing to her dessert. The next day we get up bright and early, we see our beautiful faces on that prime suspect board, and we know we've got to get to work. And I also got to see the rich Aussie mum behind the scenes in the making.
Oh. Well, that's a little bit of an issue. Shannon? Gonna fix that one.
Solving a murder makes you really hungry, so we went and got lunch first. So we head on back to the prime suspect board where we've been moved.
Are you actually joking me?
Probably the Australians were the least caring about the murder mystery, because if you wanted to find where we were most of the time, I'm gonna fill you in. This is where we were. Should have been focusing, but we were just having way too much fun at the swim up bar, and there were free drinks. And if you tell an Australian there are free drinks at the swim up bar, we will be there the entire day. And now we're all grouped together as prime suspects because now they think we're in alliance with each other. We go and look for clues.
I'm dead.
Very interesting. None of them seem to align with me. I obviously don't come across as a murderer, but I still need to prove my innocence. So we head off to our interrogations where I was thrown under the bus. First day, on our bedside tables, there were these glasses. The doona covers are very, very heavy. About like 2 a.m, I really needed to go to the toilet. I lift my doona cover up because I'm ready to go to the toilet. And as I do that, flicks the glass over, glass smashes on the floor. And obviously I told everyone, I was like, oh my gosh, I smashed a glass last night, I feel so bad. And then we were told that the murderer was clumsy, and they apparently were not balanced and clumsy. So I had to do the stupid activity where I had to put a glass on my head and walk in a straight line. And let me tell you, I passed out with flying colors. But you know who didn't? Pete. Pete threw me under the bus and he failed. So I guess that's just karma for throwing me under the bus. We have the movie premiere of Glass Onion, the last and final night. So we get ready. I get all dolled up, dressed up, and we walk the blue carpet. I've actually never done a bold look like this, and I actually really loved it. I wouldn't do it all the time, but I think for the occasion it really fit the vibe. The movie was incredible, and we also found out how Jason was murdered. He actually threw a glass, hit the wall, and it bounced back and murdered himself. We were all off the hook. We weren't murder suspects anymore. He just accidentally killed himself. But when the film was over, Madeline Klein and Jessica Henwick walked on in and they had a little Q&A, and then I got to meet them behind the scenes, take some photos. It was so lovely. They were just so kind. But now, heading into the final day of Thailand, we had a cooking class. Little do we know, Madeline Klein and Jessica Henwick joined on in to the cooking class.
I heard that last night you already watched the glass onion, right? Yeah. So today we're going to learn to make a glass noodle salad. And about the Thai famous dessert, sticky rice.
And Madeline actually helped do my lunch. I don't like coriander very much, but she poured the whole thing on in there. So.
Oh no! Yeah!
I don't think I'm brave enough.
I don't want to eat this now. You blessed my food. There we go. Yeah. Are you taking over? Yeah. Beautiful. I think it looks great. I had 10 out of 10.
I guess I was eating it with a lot of coriander in it, but it's okay because Madeline did it.
That tastes so good.
Do you taste it?
Oh my god!
Honestly, I don't think we did a bad job. We weren't cooking or anything, and I'm not really a huge fan of mango. We made this like mango sticky rice thing for dessert. I really like the coconut rice, but I'm not a huge fan of mango. But they were filming me and I felt really pressured because we had so many cameras on us. I was like, I don't want to show that I hate this. So I was like, The final activity of the day was the sunset barbecue. And it was just so lovely to have everyone in a big group together, have some food, basically just talk about the whole trip in general, how crazy it was. It was honestly a dream.
Okay, clap. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, say thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Super grateful for the opportunity, and Netflix, if you ever want to send me to any other country, I would love to go to Greece. So there's that. But I did really have the best time ever, and let me know if you have any questions about the trip, because I feel like there are so many other things that happened on this trip that I just couldn't fit in one vlog. I feel like this is already going to be so long, and I don't know about you, but my attention span is very short and quick. So this was even hard for me to sit down and talk about this and think about everything that happened on this entire trip now. And I just want to say thank you so much. And please subscribe, because at 10,000 subscribers, I am giving away 2 Amazon gift cards. So make sure you're subscribed. Get ready for the next video. I know it's been a little break since I posted, but I have been away. Obviously, I was in Thailand. I went to Sydney twice. So editing a YouTube video hasn't really been in my plans lately. So I really do hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be next week. Bye!